This video's for you, Adam, Marfoogle TV, and Mike and Michelle. I was working on a video. I am working on a video. It's going on 4 hours long, which I'll have to put up in maybe 30-minute sections. But I wanted to do this video and talk to you, and I wanted to ask you why. Why did you do to me what you did? You know, when I started finding everything out, at first I was so hurt and I cried a lot. And the more the other mods started coming forward and telling me things, it just broke my heart because I couldn't understand why would you do that? Why would you do it to me? Why would you do those things? Why would you defame my character, my relationship with my husband? I couldn't understand why, and I still don't. But these last few weeks, I've been, going through the motions and just kind of thinking about stuff, thinking about what we all did to Shauna at your lead, you, Mike, and Michelle. Because Michelle, when I came back, Michelle was leading the group. She was head mod. She was made head mod. I didn't even know when I came in. The attacks had already started. I didn't know what was going on, but I don't know I mean, I know the accusations about Shauna, and I know now they were all lies, but what did I do to you to make you come after me? For what reason, Adam? I've been thinking about this for the last few weeks, and yesterday, me and my little guy, we went out and got some groceries and came home, and I thought, well, I'll do a video of, an Amish haul, and I got through a few boxes, and then I had to come inside and put stuff away, and I just broke down, and I couldn't stop crying. I'm not talking like just tears. I'm talking sobbing, and like my heart was hurt. I I couldn't. I could hardly talk. Jeremy was trying to figure out what was wrong with me, and I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. I was in a really bad place because I couldn't understand why you would hurt me. You're a YouTube channel, a little news YouTube channel. Why why wasn't us working for you for free enough? Giving you our time, our love, our energy, everything. And then you started bringing in new people. I mean, before it was just me and Lisa and a couple other older gals, but then you started bringing in other people, people with mean spirits. And everything changed. The whole dynamic changed. But what did I do to make you come after me like that? And the thing is you didn't come after me straight on. You told other people to stay away from me during the worst time of my life. I lost my best friend, Adam. I lost the man that I adored most in this world. And you told them all to stay away from me, not to talk to me. And I couldn't understand why they wouldn't pick up the phone. I couldn't understand why everyone was just so distant. Now I know why, but I want to know why you did that. Why you and Michelle and Mike, why you felt it necessary to treat me that way to another human being. Why would you do that? Y- y'all know that a lot of us that are waking up, our parents, our families don't talk to us because they don't want to talk about God, or they think we're different now. So we don't really have a relationship with them anymore. So all we had were each other. The mods, that's all we had really. And you took them away from me. During the worst time of my life, I had no one to talk to. When I'd call them, they wouldn't answer. I couldn't understand. And then I started finding out all these horrible lies that you were telling about me. And then you got Jay Stone to go around and push the lies. So yesterday, I broke down, and I was just sobbing so hard because my heart hurt so much. Because I really loved you, all of you. I really thought you had something special. I thought we all were something special, family, like real people. But it's to know that it was all a lie. You were talking behind my back and defaming my character, me and who I am, and my husband. It just really got to me yesterday. Now I know how Shauna felt when everybody turned on her. Why do you feel it necessary to do this to people, Adam? It all started when Mike came in, Dex, and his wife, Michelle, Lex. When they came in, everything changed. It's like you let two monsters in. That's what they are. That's what they did. They pushed all of this. And you let them. And you yourself were talking about me, Adam. Why? What did I do to you? I was so good to you. I did anything and everything I could to uplift your channel. Never once spoke bad about you. Ever. Why? I just want to know why. Why would you do this to me? Why would you hurt me like that? I just want to know why. And Jay Stone, why would you do that? Why, why would you, without even really knowing me, why would you come after me? Why would you call everybody and push it and tell everyone I couldn't be trusted, and tell everyone that the things that you said about me, you were their little pet pony. You pranced around and you spewed lies about me. And then a few months ago, we talked for 4 hours on the phone about God, and I really believed you. I really thought you were a believer. I really thought you were, you know, a decent human being. Jay, when you and I were talking, and I heard about what was going on in your life, and I did a GoFundMe for you without even asking you because I knew you needed help. Now I know why you guys don't like GoFundMes, because it's not because they commit fraud, it's because you guys commit fraud and you use them to do it. Why would you hurt me, Jay, when I tried to help you? And then I started finding out all these things, and you called me when I released that first video. You called me that night. We talked, and you kept telling me, I love you, you're my sister. I love you, you're my sister. But how could you say that with a straight face? How could you say that with a straight face, Jay? How evil are you people? Why would you hurt other people like this? What did you get out of it? Just tell me, just what did you get out of it? Y'all abandoned me during a horrible time in my life when I needed you guys so bad. Why would you do that? I could see if each person chose on their own, but you were all led like a pack of wolves. You were like a pack of wolves to me, and I didn't even know what was going on. I just found everything out. Now I understand why I sat here so many nights alone and wishing I had someone to talk to, wanting to call you guys, but yet knowing you wouldn't pick up the phone, and I didn't know why. I just thought maybe you guys were busy or something. But now I know the truth. Why are you guys so hateful and deceiving? And the lies and the deceit, and it just continues with different things. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand why you guys would have hurt another human being like this. What did you get out of it? I mean, was it self gratification? Did it make you feel good to hurt me? It make you feel good to get everyone to attack me because you couldn't get Shauna anymore? That was over. You did enough with that one. Yeah, I know about that. You think you have a tight little camp? You don't. And then when you did that, and the attacks stopped from there, from Shauna and Iggy and them, and you came after me. I was your next toy. I was your next little project. Let's go after Lena. Let's go after LCJC family. Well, let me tell you something about LCJC family. It's Lena, Charlie, Jeremy, and Christopher. Family. Because that's what we are. We're a family. There's so much you don't even know about me. You know, the night I met my husband, I'd gone by myself to a country western nightclub. It was the biggest nightclub in the Bay Area. And I was sitting over at the bar and I was, having a soda. I wasn't drinking that night because I had to drive home. And Charlie sat next to me, him and a friend of his. And we started talking. And he wasn't drinking because he was on medication. He had a broken hand. And we started talking, and he walked me out to my truck. And he opened the door for me, and I hopped up, and I had a Toyota 4x4. And it had a lift kit, so I had to jump up, and he was 6'5", and I'm only 5'5", so, he was taller than me. And I jump up and sit in the truck, and he says, "Give me your number." I said, "I'll see you around sometime." And he said, "I'll never see you again if you don't give me your number." And so I looked at him and I thought about it. My boys were with their dad. And I said, "Well, would you like to come over and get to know each other?" And he said, "Okay." So we went to my apartment, and he sat on one couch and I sat on the other. And I didn't have alcohol in my house. So I made some hot chocolate because I didn't even drink coffee. And we sat up till I don't know, 4:35 in the morning, just talking, just getting to know each other. And then he left. And when he left, I remember him, he just leaned down, he gave me a little kiss. Then he left. When I shut the door, I did that little jumping circle little dance, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe I just met this amazing man. And the next day, I drove to my parents. I was so excited. And my dad was walking out to his truck. And I jump off my truck and I run and I'm like, "Dad, Dad." And he thought something was wrong. And he stopped and he looked, he goes, "What?" And I ran over to him. I said, Dad, I met him. I met him, Dad. I met him. And he goes, who? I said, I met the man I want to marry. I met the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. And just then my mom came walking down from out of the house. They were going somewhere. And she goes to get in their truck. And she goes, how do you know? I said, Mom, I just know. I don't know how I know, but I just know I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. You don't know anything about me, Adam. You don't know anything about my relationship with Charlie. That man would have done anything for me, and I would have done anything for him. That's what true love is. I knew the moment I set eyes on him that I was going to marry him. And later on, he told me that when he left my apartment that night and he went out to his car, he said he jumped around and did that little dance too. This was many, many months after we had met. He had told me that, and we started laughing because it was just, we just knew we were going to stay with each other. I can tell you so many stories about our relationship and how much we loved each other. But I don't even think that would matter to you, or to Mike, or to Michelle. And I'm not going to say the things I've heard about you, Mike, Michelle, and the things that you guys do to each other, the horrible things you guys do to each other. Well, me and Charlie never did that. We never hurt each other like that. And we loved each other very much. I could tell you so many stories. Like when me and Charlie and my two boys were 10 and 11, and we went to Santa Cruz Beach, and the boys wanted to go play in the water, so Charlie took them out to the water, and he turned his back for a second, and my oldest boy, he was 11, the undertow took him out, and Charlie was so big and tall and just a massive man, and he just ran over, reached down and grabbed him and just pulled him right out, and he saved his life. And another time we were having dinner at a restaurant, and my youngest one, Christopher, the one that's here with me, we were eating, and he was eating steak, and I remember his hand stopped at the table, and I looked over at him, and he was choking, and I said, he's choking. Charlie jumped up, grabbed him, and he put his arms around him, and he pulled. He did the Heimlich on him, and the meat came out. He saved both my boys' lives. Some people might think, oh, just, something that happened, but no, he literally saved both my boys' lives. I don't even think I even told my family about any of this stuff. But Charlie was an amazing man, amazing husband, a good stepfather. When my boys got older, my oldest one, he was 20, 19, 20, 21, he was living on his own, and my mom would try and help him here and there. But what people don't know, because I didn't feel the need to tell my family, but Charlie would take him bags of groceries to his apartment so that he always had food. There's so many things I can tell you about Charlie. I didn't use him to get money for a GoFundMe. I would never do something like that. I didn't ask you to set it up. You called to give me condolences, and I never even thought about money. I just lost my best friend. I didn't give a damn about money. You said you were gonna do that, and then apparently you forced the girls, CJ and Lisa, to do it, and they didn't want to, but you forced them to, apparently. I wish you had never done that, just to turn around and talk me on my back and say that I was using my husband for money. I would give everything I have to have him back, Adam. I would give my own life to have my husband back. I heard Charlie cried in the 28 years I knew him. I've seen him cry twice. The first time was when he told me about his mother's passing. He was 21 when she passed away. And he had tears when he was telling me about it. The second time I heard him cry, I was laying in bed. My son was at war. I was a mess. I was laying in bed and I was crying. And he came over and he kneeled at the bedside and he held my hands and he cried with me. And he said, I'm scared for him too. And he cried for my son. My son. It wasn't his son, it was my son. He was a stepdad. Those are the only 2 times I ever saw my husband cry. The man that you said, this is the man that you said all I wanted was money from the Fugel family because of his death. Shame on you, Adam. What you guys did to me was cruel, and it was evil, and it was hurtful, because I never did anything to any of you. I never talked behind your backs. I never said anything bad about any of you. And CJ, even up till recently, you were talking bad about me because Adam and Dex told you, or Mike and Michelle, use their names. They told you that right after they stopped my GoFundMe, that I turned around and I started another GoFundMe for myself. And you believed it? You didn't even ask them to show me proof? Because I never started no GoFundMe for myself. I wouldn't do that. I would never do something like that. I wasn't even thinking about money, CJ. I lost my best friend. You think I gave a damn about money? That's Adam and Mike and Michelle. They care about money. That's what they care about. We can see clearly how much they care about money when they steal from veterans. You don't want to be involved in any of the videos, but then why are you interjecting yourself? Telling people that I'm a horrible person and that I started my own GoFundMe. Even if I did, how does that make somebody a horrible person? I don't understand that, but it's a lie. They lied to you. I never started a GoFundMe for myself. It was a whole lie. They lied to you and you believed it without even checking. You're a grown woman, CJ. Why didn't you check? And Lisa, you knew. You knew about the lies. Why didn't you tell me? As you talked to me on the phone, me and you talked the most. Why didn't you tell me? I mean, well, a little late in the game, I guess. But at the time, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say something? But CJ, you're not going to be out of the videos as long as you interject yourself. Because you're the one that's continuing to perpetrate the lies. And then you think you could just walk away? Just walk away like, I'm going to, take Marfoogle off my channel and just go my own way, mind my own business. Well, you already interjected yourself. When you started to perpetrate the lies and continue the lies on me, you're in the middle. Just like they do all the time. They put you guys in the middle against somebody. But I'm the one that sponsored you to come in. Why would you turn on me like that? Why wouldn't you call and talk to me? But no, you did what they said. You stayed away and ignored me during the worst time of my life, CJ. Why would you do that to me? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this craziness. I feel like I told you when we talked on the phone and the second time, I said I couldn't be in there with Michelle because she was just, her spirit was bad. It was bad. I could feel it. Me and you talk about spirits all the time, CJ. Now, I don't know how you couldn't feel it, but man, that girl's got some evil in her. And I told you then that I couldn't be in there with her because I couldn't. But why didn't you talk to me then? Why didn't you say something then?
Oh my gosh.
But instead, you still perpetrate the lies, and I know that it was you because two people corroborated it.
For dinner tonight, huh? You gonna have steak for dinner?
And I never thought, ever, on the worst day of my life, during the worst time of my life, CJ, I never thought I would be alone. I never thought that I would have to mourn alone and just out here in the middle of nowhere, no one to talk to. And I thought I had all of you, and I didn't. Do you know what that's like? To want to talk to somebody so bad and just to cry? Well, now I have all you two listening to me cry. But do you know what it's like? When you have no family that'll talk to you because they're all asleep and more awake. Do you know what it feels like when you think you have a group of girls and a few guys that can talk to you, come to find out that they're all talking behind your back? Do you know what that feels like when you lose a husband? You're married. Do you know what it feels like? You have no clue. No clue what you go through when you lose someone that you love so much. And then you find out 3 years later why they weren't there. And it all comes back. And it's like a sword in your heart. It hits you so hard. And yesterday, CJ, I couldn't stop crying because I couldn't stop. I couldn't figure out why you guys would be so mean and cruel to me. I couldn't stop crying, and I still can't. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I can't sleep. I've been up all night. My heart's broken. I can't believe the horrible things that all of you were saying about me. Without not one of you bothered to call and say, hey, let's talk a little bit. Because I would have called you, CJ, and I would have said, hey, they're saying this stuff about you. What's going on? I would have done that. I would have called you. Why would you do this to me? Because me and you became friends. We were on the phone all the time in Discord. I didn't know Shauna that well. I wish I'd known her better because I would have never done none of that stuff. I was just getting to know her, and then we believed Adam's lies about her. Can you imagine how she felt when all of us attacked her? How many nights she cried? How many days she felt betrayed? Like, I just don't know why you guys would hurt me like this. All of you. Jay Stone, why? And then you continue calling me Jay these last month with you twice, and you're telling me, oh, I'm your sister in Christ. I'm your sister. I love you, Lane. I love you. You're my sister. As you talk behind my back. And the whole time you were talking to me, you probably were recording me for Adam, thinking you're going to get some information or the whatever. And Ilea, that's why I didn't answer the phone when you said you were going to call me. First of all, you called me anonymous. I'm not going to answer nobody that calls me anonymous. But I already knew what you were doing. I got a heads up, believe it or not. People in your camp talk. I'd already gotten a heads up not to talk to you because it was going to be recorded. Or they were on the other phone. Because I forgot their tactics. I never thought they would do it to me. Hurt me like this. Y'all are evil, man. All of you. Adam. Why, Adam? Why would you hurt me so much when I did nothing but love you as much as I could as far as your channel and what you were doing and believed in you and supported you? Why would you turn around and stab me in the back like that? Why? I want to know why. What makes people like you become what you have? Is having money, does that change you? Is that what made you all monsters? You just needed some toys to play with, and let's go after Lena now. Is that what it was? And now who are you gonna go after? I'm sure Michelle will have another target, or Mike. Y'all didn't have to hurt me like this. You didn't have to put me through any of this.
Christopher, Mike, Michelle, I've managed to calm down over the last few hours. Now I want you to hear what I'm about to say to you, so get real close to the phone. I'm pretty sure I figured out what you guys did, and if I'm right, not even God will help you. You profiled me wrong. I may sound weak when I'm crying and when I'm hurt, but when I pick myself back up, you're gonna wish you never knew me. You attacked my character. You attacked my morals, my strong belief in ethics and family. You coerced abandonment by the people the closest to me. And if you think I'm gonna sit idly by while you smear my good name, you don't need to worry about the Phoenix rising. You better worry about me. Keep one thing in mind. I'm a terrible poker player because I don't bluff.